You don't need to prove anything to anyone. I did so many decisions just to prove myself to different people, just the way you are. Be open to learning, but you don't need to prove shit.
Meet Tia Christopher, Navy veteran, nonprofit leader, and founder shaking up the AI for good world. Her journey, raw, real, resilient.
Say in Bootcamp, you got to break you down to build you back up, or whatever the phrase is. Going through this entrepreneur process, it literally has been Bootcamp all over again. I think because I know what it's like to break yourself down and build yourself up, that I've been open to that process, even though it's been hard. And I'm also really sticking to my guns when it comes to my values.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of the Milpreneur Podcast. Today, brought to you by Cynergists. That is your go-to scalable operations company. It helps you grow exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. So go check out Cynergist.com for more information. Also, while you're at it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Spotify channel here for the Milpreneur Podcast. Today, I'm super excited because I have Tia Christopher on. Tia, how the heck are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you, Ryan.
Well, thank you for being a part of this today. I'm really excited to hear about your journey, going from former Navy, your Navy time, and then going into what you do now with the orange peel. So let's just jump into it, shall we?
Yes, thanks.
Awesome. So yeah, you told me that you were Navy, and tell me a little bit about your time in the military.
Yeah, so I joined the Navy right out of high school, and I signed up to be an Arabic linguist, or
Wow.
to be a linguist, and I was assigned Arabic. Fun fact, this was pre 9/11, and I got my choice of languages because I was a high scorer, and I flippantly answered, I want to study Arabic because there will never be peace in the Middle East. And this is a smart career move. So, the wise words of an 18-year-old.
So did you learn Farsi? Which languages did you learn?
I just learned Arabic. Yeah. So mostly focused on Jordanian and Lebanese dialects.
Okay. So what areas did you travel in the military? Like, all around the Middle East, where I'm guessing you probably had some of your journeys?
No. So fun fact, if you love languages, which I know a lot of people do, join any branch but the Navy. And Navy can fight me on this, but if you like people and languages, join the Army. Go do civil affairs or something like that. The Navy puts headphones. It's a very antisocial job. I am very much a people person, and my only regret when joining the service is I was in the wrong rate, the wrong MOS. I love languages, but I love people more. And I got injured a year in, and so I never got to utilize my skill set. I actually used Arabic in volunteering with refugees years later.
Wow, very interesting. Well, you spent time in the military and then you transitioned out, and it kind of prepped you and got you ready for being able to take that accountability and responsibility into what you do now. So I know it's been a little bit of a journey since then, but tell us a little bit about what you transitioned into now with the orange peel.
Yeah, so I actually developed a career in nonprofits where I worked my way up in strategic operations. So I love ops. It's just, I could talk all day. And the most accidentally fell into projects in the tech space. I got hired as VP of operations for an AI machine learning project that was funded by the UN. I was all excited about doing UN project and diversifying my portfolio that was heavily domestic, and completely skipped over the words AI and machine learning, and all of a sudden had to learn what that was. So through that, I learned how valuable a skill set it was to develop, being able to translate between tech teams and non-tech teams. And it doesn't matter if you have a brilliant idea that could change the planet. If you can't explain that to a non-tech audience, it's not valuable. So after 3 projects helming operations and working in the tech for good space, I decided to launch my own startup. And so we do people first AI strategy.
That's awesome. So as a veteran women-owned business, you are in your own special category basically now. So Like there's not too many, is what I'm saying. There's not too many female veteran-owned business owners in America and small business right now. So like, how did you know like this was going to be the like that pivot? Did you have like this pivotal moment, like this shining moment? You're like, yep, I know this is exactly what I'm supposed to do, and I know it's gonna be like the best thing for me.
I never wanted to do this. I love being a number two. Like, point me, shoot me. Like, I am great at being a COO. Like, give me your vision, let me enact it. Like, let me break it into all the pieces. I am so happy to do that. This was not what I was looking to do, but I got laid off a couple of times. And, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. I was like, F this, I'm
Right.
going to build my own company. And two fun facts. One, on a totally sappy note, I loved my team at the project that laid us all off. I loved my team. They were brilliant. We were functioning, firing on all levels. And I promised them that I would bring them back together. So part of why I wanted to launch this project was so that I could be with my team again. I think a lot of vets can associate, like, I miss my people, that
Yeah.
camaraderie. And
Right.
so I'm bringing them back together, and my former director of programs is lead on my latest contract, and you can see how big I'm smiling. Like, that is everything to me. And the other fun fact is my grandfather was an ace fighter pilot. He flew Hellcats in World War II. And he boxed for the Navy. After I got out of the Navy, I also boxed, and I joined the Navy because of him. And then he became an entrepreneur and had a business. And I don't think my family saw me joining the military, boxing, or being a business owner. And I'm like, hey, I'm Papa's girl. So
That's awesome. Very cool. So like, what are you most proud about this journey that you've been on with your new company?
to just be cliche after cliche, like they say in boot camp, you got to break you down to build you back up, or whatever the phrase is. Going through this entrepreneur process, it literally has been boot camp all over again. I have had to learn so many new skills. I have had to do more introspective work than therapy I've done at the VA. Like, I have had to work on myself so much to be the best business owner, the best leader, and I have so much more to still learn, but I am really proud of the self-work that I've done. And I think because I know what it's like to break yourself down and build yourself up, that I've been open to that process, even though it's been hard. And I'm also really sticking to my guns when it comes to my values. So I believe that we can navigate this AI space and not lay everyone off. People are important, jobs are important, and I want to have that POV, that voice in the space.
I love that. So like, as your whole business seems like it was like this unexpected opportunity that came up. Is there something like that, just this like clairvoyant moment, you're like, man, I can't believe this opportunity came up because of what you started?
I I think if you're open to the process and open to happy accidents, things happen. People can laugh at me, but it was literally a astrologist who planted the idea of starting my own business. I was, asking her about my love life, and she's like, have you thought of being an entrepreneur? I was like, no, not at all. She's like, yeah, that's really weird because it's all in your stars. I was like, what? But it planted an idea in my head where I started thinking about it. My contract that I just landed with the city of Pittsburgh, I mean, I was at a mixer for an event, and I heard that someone from the city was there, and they had information about this job I could bid on, and this competitive process. So I approached him and asked questions, and then you have to be willing to just put yourself out there
Yeah,
and listen and learn and ask questions. And, it was one thing led to another. I found myself in the final round, and I got it.
that's amazing. I love the success stories that we get to share on our podcast here, and you're definitely one of them with that. So thank you
Thank,
for sharing all of that. Appreciate it.
thank you.
One of the things that we do on the Milpreneur podcast here is we like to get to know founders and our CEOs, and with a little bit more of a personal edge. Are you ready for a little rapid fire personal questions?
Let's do it.
Awesome. All right. So like you said, you're always kind of like a lifelong learner, like really challenging yourself. Like what books are you reading right now?
I'm actually rereading Ceremony by Leslie Marmon Silko. Highly recommend it. Vietnam vet, Native American, navigating his PTSD. Super
Nice.
fun.
Very cool. Do you have a favorite beverage like coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, water? What are you drinking?
I started drinking coffee at age 10. I'm from Seattle, so let's go.
That's fair. That's fair. I like it. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's such a good one. I'm a swimmer, so if I could swim like the fish, I don't know if I could swim underwater, if I could be like Aquaman, like let's go.
I love it. Very cool. That's a new one. We haven't heard of that one before. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
An early bird. An early bird. As a little kid, I used to wake up at like 4 to 6 a.m. and yell from my crib, "It's a pretty day." So yeah, boot camp. Yeah, let's go. Early hours. Let's go.
I dig it. If you could have dinner with one historical figure, either living or deceased, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think this answer would probably change all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Eleanor of Aquitaine, look her up. She was Queen of England and France and a badass. She was one of the only women to go on crusades. Crusades are also, that's controversial, but she was a badass woman. Look her up.
That's amazing. I love that answer. Do you have like a favorite cheat meal?
Oh yeah. I eat super healthy so that I can cheat when I want. So I'll be totally cliche, but like if I can just have rosé and French fries, like truffle fries, I am a happy girl. Or tater tots. Yes. Wine and tater tots.
I love it. You got to go the loaded tater tots too, with like the cheese and the chives and everything on top.
Yes. Salsa. Yes. Hot sauce.
I dig it. Very cool. Hey, what's bumping on like your workout playlist?
So, fun fact, tonight I'm going to my first adult hip hop class. It's been a bucket list since forever to dance hip hop. So, yeah, definitely some Cardi B is on my workout list. So, yeah, let's go.
I dig it. Last one, do you have like a bucket list travel spot you still want to go to?
Oh, yes. I mean, I love traveling, but I really want to go to Australia or New Zealand. The guys are hot, and anything with sun and a beach, I'm there.
Very cool. Well, you absolutely destroyed that rapid fire section. So thank you for the honest answers. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, one thing that we do, we're going to stick in this like superhero type of thing. If you could travel back in time and talk to a young Tia, what one piece of advice would you give yourself?
You don't need to prove anything to anyone. I did so many decisions just to prove myself to different people. And, you're awesome just the way you are. Be open to learning, but you don't need to prove shit.
I love it. Awesome. Now, conversely, with everything that you got going on, where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
I'll be brutally honest. I want to be bought out of my company. We're planning on expanding from the US to Mexico and Latin America. So I want to make some noise and I want to be bought out. And then I want to run a podcast and throw dinner parties.
Well, we really look forward to seeing all this growth and expansion from you. If people are interested in getting a hold of you and want to know more about your business, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so find me, Tia Christopher, on LinkedIn. I think I have my pictures like this. And my website is theopcollab.com. So you can also Google the Orange Peel Collaborative.
Awesome. Tia Christopher, it's been amazing having you on the Milpreneur Podcast today. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your insights. And it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Once again, Ryan Van Ornum signing off for the Milpreneur Podcast, brought to you today by Cynergists. Go check out Cynergists.com. And once again, like, comment, and subscribe to all of our videos on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next time, everyone, stay blessed. Take care.